Today in astrology, we have a full moon in Libra. Let's talk about what that means. A full moon represents a culmination, a magnifying, an illumination, and sometimes the completion of a cycle. This is happening in the sign of Libra, which represents peace and balance and harmony and equity and justice. This full moon is going to be showing us where we can create more harmonious dynamics in our life. Now, this full moon is interesting because it's supported by a couple of things. The first means of support that this full moon is receiving is that it is ruled by Venus, and Venus just entered the sign of its domicile, Taurus, which means that it is happy here, that it's operating comfortably, and this has an effect on the foundation of this full moon. The other thing that supports this full moon is that this full moon is happening in a square with Jupiter, and Jupiter is a benefic planet that represents abundance and expansion and blessings and things like that. But even more, this full moon is supported because of a concept called reception. Reception is when one planet aspects or is in an angular relationship with another planet that is in the sign of its domicile or exaltation. In this case, Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer rules the moon. Therefore, it's strengthening this full moon as well. We're getting a lot of support here. We have a strong foundation with Venus being at home. Jupiter is benefic in nature, so it's always helpful, but it's also in the sign of Cancer, which rules the full moon. So there's extra support there. We are coming into an illumination of how to create better dynamics in our lives, and it's going to vary based on each person's rising sign. So let's say you're a Capricorn rising. Libra is in your 10th house of public image and reputation and your public facing life and your career. So you're going to find out something that's going to allow you to bring balance and harmony and better the dynamics in the workplace. Or let's say you're an Aries rising. Libra is in your 7th house, which means that you're going to be doing the same thing, but on your one-to-one partnerships, marriages, clients, things like that. Libra energy tends to get this reputation of being a people pleaser and keeping it superficial just so it can stay connected, but it's so much more than that. Libra energy, when it's at its best, can create healthy dynamics that create balance and harmony and justice. And ultimately, what's underlying all of that is leaning into truth. It's leaning into honesty. It's knowing what you want, but also knowing what other people want so that you can come into a happy middle. So let these illuminations be your green light to tell yourself the truth so that you can create a better circumstance for you in whatever part of life this touches for you.